Boom, boom, boom. And that's on period. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a get ready with me. It is my birthday dinner today, and in honor of me turning 26, I decided I want to share 26 fun facts with you guys about me. I have my list right here, so if you catch me looking away, it's either I'm looking at the mirror to the side or at my notes to remember exactly the fun facts that I'm talking about. I already started my brows off camera and did some skin prep, but we're just gonna jump right into it. So first, we're starting off with primer. I used two. The first one is the Wet n Wild face primer in matte, and then the second one is the SheGlam Good Grip hydrating primer. So I use the Wet n Wild one on my like T-zone oily areas, and then I use the SheGlam one on the rest of my face. So anywhere that I know I'm going to be oily or it's gonna separate faster, I use the Wet n Wild one, or any mattifying primer, to be honest. I just happen to have the Wet n Wild one because my mom gave it to me. She was like, I don't use this anymore. Do you want it? And I was like, yes, I do. So first fun fact is my birthday is December 2nd. So by the time you see this video, my birthday is already passed, but you can still wish me a happy birthday because I celebrate all the way until like December 20th. Like, as far as I'm concerned, my birthday lasts all month long. Oh, I got some in my eyebrow. So that makes me a Sagittarius. If you believe in the zodiac or follow the zodiac, that makes me a Sagittarius. Big Sag, not little. I was born in New York, but I grew up in Minnesota for most of my life. Like, when I was 4, I remember it like it was yesterday because we left. My last day of school at my old school in New York was the day before winter break. And I remember saying bye to all my classmates, and I don't think they understood that I was not coming back. Like, Chelsea is moving to a different state. So I've been in Minnesota ever since I was 4, which at this point makes me a Minnesotan, but that birth certificate says New York. Next, I'm going in with the Airspun loose powder, and I'm going to really set in the matte primer because, again, my skin likes to be oily and I don't want this makeup to separate. I want it to last as long as possible. The dinner is at 6:30 and I just want my makeup to be nice. Fun fact number 3 is I have 3 siblings. You've seen one of them in my vlogs, maybe 2 of them, or maybe you've seen all 3. I don't recall because I've filmed a lot of videos this year. So there's probably a good chunk amount. You guys have seen Charlene. Obviously, Charlene is my younger sister, but I have 2 other siblings. I have an older sister and a younger brother. Me and my older sister are 14 years apart, so I always joke that I'm technically the second eldest sister in terms of like, she's the eldest, but I'm also the eldest because there's such a large age gap. So, you know, big sis over here. For foundation, we're going to be using the NYX Bear With Me Blur foundation in the shade Espresso, and because it's a little too orange on me, I have to use blue pigment to mix it. I honestly have not figured out my foundation shade yet, so if you are my shade twin, if you are my shade sister, please let me know in the comments below what shade you wear for your foundation, so I can find a good foundation. I mean, as you can see, it's gonna blend, it's gonna match. Fun fact number 4, I was a cheerleader for a total of 8 years. So I did 4 years in middle school, 3 years in high school, and 1 year in college. The 1 year in college was my junior year, and like our season ended because of COVID. So thank you, COVID, for once again coming in to throw a loop or a wrench into my life. I truly enjoyed cheerleading. I loved it so much. I was a flyer for like middle school and the first year of high school, and then your girl got thick and the girls got tiny. So I ended up being a base for the rest of my cheer career, and I loved being a base. I loved being able to just show off my strength, especially for someone my size. Like, I'm 5'1 3/4. I say 5'2 because, girl, you can't put 5'1 3/4 on your driver's license. So I put 5'2", and just the amount of strength that I have was really awesome. I really I love showing off my muscles. In case you didn't know, your girl likes to work out. That's another fun fact. I think I put it on here. Yeah, I love working out. It's truly one of my joys. Like lifting weight is something that I enjoy doing a lot. For concealer, we are going to be using the NYX Fix Sticks in the shades CCS 17 and CCS 15. 15 is my like brightening shade, and then 17 is like my regular concealer shade. We're gonna look crazy for a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to be putting on my liquid blush. This is the e.l.f. Camo liquid blush in the shade Very Well. Fun fact number 5, I love basketball and football. I'm more of a football girly because I don't know, it's just the excitement, the anticipation of the snap. I love the like, even though football gives me a lot of anxiety, I love watching it. Like the snap, I love watching the plays happen on the field. When I was in high school, I cheered for football, and it was literally my favorite thing. I loved watching the football games and just seeing the magic come to life. Same thing with basketball. I cheered for basketball in high school and in middle school. And I love, I don't know, something about watching the game, something about watching plays happen is very exciting to me. Lately, I haven't been watching basketball as much, but football, every Sunday when I go to my parents' house, I'm watching football with my dad. And instead of doing my homework, I'm literally typing and then I look at the screen, and then I'm typing and then look at the screen. In case you weren't aware, I don't have a favorite NFL team or NBA team, but you know which team I don't like in the NFL? The Chiefs. I'm a certified Chiefs hater. I can't stand Patrick Mahomes. That man can go to the side. I personally, I don't see the hype. You know, like, you know how people call Tom Brady the GOAT, and then they're like, Patrick Mahomes is the next Tom Brady? I don't see it. I just don't see it. Like, Patrick Mahomes, especially this season, baby, Patrick Mahomes, what are you doing? This is supposed to be the king of the three-peat, or actually they didn't get the three-peat because the Eagles shut it down. But anyways, just know I don't like the Chiefs. I don't like Patrick Mahomes. I used to like Travis Kelce, but then he started dating that woman, and I was like, okay, gone. Like, whatever crush I had on him disappeared. I was like, we're not doing this. Not today, Satan. Not today. Fun fact, I think this is going to be number 7 because I already did the workout one. I am Togolese. So in case you didn't know, I'm African. Yes, she's an African-American girl. I am Togolese. Togo is a country in West Africa in between Ghana and Benin. The population size is roughly about the same as the state of Minnesota. So roughly about 5 million people. I'm not going to say too much about the country because the government is corrupt AF. Like, I'm talking back in the 90s, my dad's father had his hotel seized by the government. And to this day, the government still owns the property. And the president at the time who seized my grandfather's hotel, his son is currently the president and has been president for the last 20 years. Yeah, but all in all, Togo is an amazing country. I've been twice. I haven't been in 10 years. I really, really want to go back. That's where my parents are planning on retiring. And baby, somebody gonna help me take care of my kids. And it'll be my parents. 100%. 100%. So trust and believe we will be making plenty of trips out to Togo. Like I said, Togo is a beautiful country. Despite the politics, it's beautiful. It's on the coast. Like, you can see the ocean. It's beautiful. The people are beautiful. The food is great. I just love being African. I love being Togolese, and I love being an American. Like, I get the best of both worlds, you know? It's truly amazing. To set the concealer, we're going to be using the Makeup Revolution baking powder in the shade Banana Deep. People use this to bake. I use this to set. Now, you're probably like, girl, what? Listen, trust the process. Trust the process. This is how I do my makeup. There's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness. I'm taking a powder puff. I'm going to smooth it out on the back of my hand and then go in and set. Period. Fun fact number 8. I love history and I love fun facts. At my job, my title was the random fact generator, because anytime people would ask me something, I would just know a random fact about it. Like, they'd be like, oh, today is such and such day, like March 31st. And I'd be like, oh, did you know that the first WrestleMania happened on this day in 1985? And people would be like, no, I did not. So I just love history. Like, if you give me a topic or an era or a person, I will do a deep dive on them. Like, I remember one night I stayed up till 7 a.m. looking up the family lineage of Queen Elizabeth II. Because everyone's like, she's related to Queen Victoria. And I was like, okay, cool. But how did she become the monarch? And obviously I know it's because of her dad. But how did her dad become, like, deep dive? I was looking into that family's history. I was so nosy. Trust and believe, so nosy. I wanted to know everything I could about that family. And I did. Let's just say Queen Victoria, she left a legacy and her family ruined it like in 20 years because of World War I. Anyways, the more you know. The next fun fact is I love to eat. The reason why I don't have abs is because I'm a foodie. I love to eat. Give me the carbs, give me the fat, give me the sugar. I love to eat. Like, me and food go together real bad. Except when I'm on that time of the month, I have less of an appetite, so I don't eat. But because I am trying to bulk up and grow this booty, I need to eat. So leave your favorite meals in the comments down below that you guys make at home so I can make it myself. I use the Wet n Wild concealer to just not even set my eyes, what's it called? Prime my eyes for eyeshadow. And then I go back in with the Airspun loose powder to set it. And I just use the same concealer brush, just quickly set. My favorite colors are purple and mint green. Throughout the years, it has changed drastically, but the one color that has stayed tried and true, I'm talking about #1 color for the last 15 years, purple. Now, the second color has changed from like blue, light blue, turquoise green, teal. It's always changed. Now it's mint green, but purple is my #1 favorite color. Like, it will not change. I love purple. Next fun fact, I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison for my undergrad. So I was there for 4 years. I graduated class of 2021. So right after the pandemic, when everyone could finally have a graduation ceremony, we did. My parents did not come though. They were like, we're not coming 4.5 hours to watch you online. I enjoyed my time at Madison. It was great. 10 out of 10 recommend it. It is a PWI, so if you are looking to be around more Black people, I would suggest don't go there. But if you truly don't care, I mean, the BSU, the ASA, the African Student Association, and the Black Student Union, they are amazing. So you'll find community amongst the Black students that are there, but there's not that many. There's like, if last time I checked, I think about 3% of the UW-Madison population is Black. So for eyeshadow, we are using the Michaela X Glam Light Palettes Part 1. There is a lot of purples in here, as you can tell by the color of the palette. Purple. We're going to use mainly these 3 shades here. Probably just these 2 shades right here, because this one is actually kind of scary. First, we are going to go in with the shade How You Doing and just put something all over the eyes. Now, this is what I mean by this. This is very beginner friendly. I promise you this. I do this for all my eyeshadow looks. Like, it's very simple. Very simple. I got my bachelor's degree from UW-Madison in health promotion, health equity. It is pretty much, I would say, the bachelor's degree equivalent to public health. Focus on health education, health outcomes, all that good stuff. Now, the fun fact that relates to that is I have yet to do a career related to health promotion and health equity since graduating from UW-Madison. The degree's not going to waste, but it's just a lot of my work that I've done has not been health promotion focused or health equity focused, but it has been related to like outcomes and stuff like that, if that makes sense. So we're taking this Real Techniques brush and going in with this shade Pot 2 And that's going to be the shade that we put in the center of our lid. Now, this is a big brush. That's the point. We want it to be the main standout color. Next fun fact is I love music. I have to be listening to music at all times, except for right now because baby girl does not want to be copyrighted by YouTube and have this video be banned, so there's no music playing. But if I wasn't filming this Get Ready With Me, there would be music in the background. We would be vibing. Obviously, if I like clipped it and like did some things to make it work, I could have gotten away with playing music, but I do not want to take that chance. No, thank you. No, thank you. So yeah, that's it. You're just gonna pop it right in the center of the lid and up into the crease. If you want to, you can grab a small fluffy brush. That's not a fluffy brush. That's not a fluffy brush. Small fluffy brush and like blend out the edges in the crease. See? She knows what she's doing, kind of. Kind of. Next fun fact, I've been learning French for the last 6.5 years. This is on and off. I took 3 years of French in high school, and then I took a semester in college, and then 3 years ago, I started picking it back up through Duolingo and other French learning apps. Si tu veux me parler en français, je peux, I can. Je parle français un petit peu, mais ce n'est pas bon parce que j'ai peur de parler en français. Je n'aime pas faire des erreurs. I don't like making mistakes. So that's why I'm very hesitant to speak in French. But if you guys want me to do a video where I try to speak in French, let me know. Yes, your girlie is a French girlie. I love French. I went to France in March this year and I truly enjoyed it. Like, I did not want to leave. I did not want to leave. Oh my gosh, like everything was just so beautiful. The fruit was delicious, like fresh. And the snacks. France will be seeing me again at some point. When? I'm not sure. But I will be going to France again. Trust and believe. I'm taking the shade Frisky. This one right here. And putting that in the outer corner and just, I don't know. We're just blending, I guess. You see the vision? You see something happening. Something is happening, right? Right? I love to travel. Despite me not being able to travel a lot because of school, work, internship, I love to travel. Before I started school this year and before I started internship, I had gone to 3 places. I went to France, I went to DC, and I went to Arizona. All in all, I had a good time. I loved when my dad worked, or my dad still works at Delta. When I was on his benefits for free flights, baby. Not only did I use that to come home from Madison a lot, I also used it to travel. I was going everywhere. But my sister, Charlene, baby, she be using that Delta benefit. So if you work for an airline, use those benefits of a free flight, because tickets as a paying consumer, I would be working at an airport in a heartbeat simply for the free flights. The eye is looking kind of ooky spooky, so we're gonna use a fluffy blending brush to just soften it out and take that color into the crease. You see? I don't know if you can see exactly what I'm doing, but just know something is being done. Something is being done. And then we're gonna leave this part alone because that's where we're gonna put our eyeshadow. What have we been doing this whole time, Chelsea? We're gonna be putting the shimmer in the blank spot, okay? The spots that is open, the spots that is empty, that is where we're gonna be putting the shimmer. I usually take a flat brush, any flat brush works, and then I put the shimmer in. The next fun fact is I don't like to be alone. I hate being alone. Like, when I'm alone, I'm in my thoughts. And that's when I do those history deep dives, is when I'm alone. So I try to be around people as much as I can, which I hope my friends who are watching just know The only reason I can't see you is because I be too busy. When I'm not busy, I be bored and I be alone. So reach out. Say, I'll probably reach out to you guys more too, but just know Chelsea be missing y'all. Like, Chelsea be wanting to be around y'all. For real, for real. I want to be around y'all all the time. All the time. All the time. Oh, the shade that I used is called... I can't see it because it's smudged. Just know it's this purple shimmer next to pot 2. And then we're just going to put that where the purple eyeshadows aren't. There. Ooh. The look is coming together. She is coming together. At least in my opinion. Y'all are probably like, girl, what the f... Y'all probably in the comments like, girl, what the fuck? And that's okay, because this is my eyeshadow, not yours. I'm just gonna intensify it just a little bit. If you want to make it more intense, you can add like a glitter base or a glitter glue, and it'll like really, really pop. It'll really, really pop. And then we're gonna just go back into pot 2, the crease, right there. Right there. And then same thing with Frisky. Just go back in. Going back to the fact about me I don't like being alone. I also get bored easily, which is why I don't like to be alone. Because when I'm with myself, I get through things very quickly and then I get bored. So I just personally can't stand being alone. We're going to take the shade Immaculate and put that only in the inner corner. Like, I'm talking about right there, right in the inner corner. That's it. That's it. That's all you're gonna do. Boom, boom, boom. And that's on period. Like I said, this eyeshadow routine, pretty simple. It looks a mess, but eyeshadow's supposed to be messy. I'm just saying. I'm getting my master's degree. In case you didn't know, if you didn't watch my life updates video, I did mention that I was planning on going back to school in the fall, and I did start this fall semester. Or not start, I restarted this fall semester. I'm getting my master's in public administration. At first, I was going to do public administration and nonprofit leadership, but then I got sick and I did not want to stress myself about trying to double major again. So I decided we're just gonna do public administration because it ties more into my bachelor's degree anyways versus nonprofit leadership. Which, nothing wrong with nonprofit leadership. I just feel like it didn't, like, out of the two, public administration aligned more with my bachelor's degree. For mascara, I'm using the e.l.f. Lash Beats mascara, and this is just to prep my lashes for the falsies that I'm going to put on. For lashes, we are going to be wearing these lashes in the shade in the style Sagittarius. So fitting in with my birthday theme. Again, as a Christian, I'm not supposed to be following the zodiac, but apparently the zodiac is demonic, which I'm like, I did not know that. I personally don't think it's too bad, but if that's what the Lord says, who am I to argue with that? And the lash glue I'm using is the Duo Lash Glue, the green one, because that's the best one. It's the only one. The next fun fact is I talk with my hands a lot. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it, but I talk with my hands. Like, my hands have to be doing something. If I'm wearing a necklace, my hands are playing with the necklace. If there's nothing in my hands, I'm playing with my hands, or I'm doing this. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm talking with my hands. Like, I talk with my hands a lot. And it's a pretty, like, even in an interview that I had on like 2 weeks ago, I was talking with my hands, like, really, really bad. And I was just like, at one point I had to just like hold my hands together because I talk too much with my hands. But it just makes the conversation more animated, to be honest. I enjoy talking with my hands, but some people find it to be a nuisance, a newsome. I've had my YouTube channel for 14 years, but I really started taking content seriously the last year and a half. As you guys can see by the influx of videos I've been providing this year, I've really been dedicated to focusing on my content and really growing my channel. And so I do hope you guys appreciate that I'm shifting my focus to really care about my content. Despite how busy I am trying to make content creation a priority, not just on YouTube, but my TikTok page, trying to be, you know, relatable and things like that. So I hope you guys are seeing the work that I'm putting in, because I feel like this is something that I want to do outside of, you know, my bachelor's degree. I really do enjoy making content, and this year has truly been a highlight in terms of my content. And so I'm looking forward to next year and really leveling up my content with getting new equipment. Fingers crossed I can get that extra muse camera, hopefully by March. That's my goal, is to get the extra muse camera by March, so that we can really have a proper device instead of this old iPhone 11. If you are starting out with content creation, there's nothing wrong with using your own phone to film. Like, I use my phone right now to film, and there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like having that extra muse camera would be very helpful, because one, I would have a designated device to film on and not have to worry about storage. And two, I just feel like the quality would just be better, and it would be an easier device to bring than carrying around two phones. To set my under eyes and my face, we're going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Dark. It's 40 dark. And then we will go in with the powder puff again. I put it in the lid, grab some on the puff, smooth it out on the back of my hand, and press it in. Like, if you don't smooth out your powders before you put them on, that's where it doesn't like apply flawlessly. That's what I learned from the beauty gurus on TikTok. Like Adi, he is an Indian makeup guru on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube channel, but I know him from TikTok. He was the one who told me about like smoothing out your powders on the back of your hand before applying them. And ever since then, I've been doing that, and I have not looked back. Like, just look at the under eye. Hello? Like, let's discuss. I love crime shows. I'm talking Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Criminal Intent, Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is my show. If you know anything about me, I love Criminal Minds. My favorite seasons 7 through 9. Peak. Hotch was still there. Reed was still mentally sane. Like, cinema. Don't even get me started on season 9, episodes 1 and 2. Girl, that show, cinematic history. And then they ruined it by sending Reed to jail. Sorry if you haven't watched it, but Reed goes to jail. They ruined it by having Reed go to jail for a crime he did not commit. And Hotch is gone. Ugh. After season 12, just don't watch, because it just doesn't hit the same anymore. I know they have Criminal Minds Evolution, which I watched a few episodes of it, but the reviews are kind of mixed on it. Like, people are like, it kind of just drags itself out. While we're waiting for the second lash to properly get tacky, we are going to continue with the face. We're going to use the Essence Cover and Last 16-Hour Powder Foundation to kind of just set this in place. I'm gonna go very light-handed. Typically, I don't use the Fit Me powder to set my foundation, but I was like, why not? I'm gonna show you guys how to properly do your makeup. And then the powder foundation, you go in with a fluffy brush and just, yeah, set that. If you want to use a buffing brush, like typically I use a buffing brush to put this on, but I was like, not today. We're gonna do it proper. We're gonna do it right. The next fun fact is I'm a fast learner. Like, I pick up on things very quickly. I remember when I started my job 2 years ago, I was given 90 days to learn the whole system. I learned it in 2 weeks. They were stunned. They were like, how did you pick up on this so quickly? I was like, I don't know. Like, I mean, you guys gave me time to, you know, sit down and watch the training videos. So I just watched the videos and I followed along, and here we are. Like, ta-da, like, training complete. training complete, ladies and gentlemen. Like, she's just a fast learner. Like, I pick up on things pretty quickly, and it's always shocking to people for them to see how quickly I pick up on things. So one of the final steps is blush. I'm using the Juvia's Place blushed palette in volume 3, and we're going to be using the pink berry shade to go with the berry blush that has now faded into the creams and powders. So I love blush. Like, I be heavy-handed, but since this is pigmented, we're not gonna do that. And look at the eyes. Like, the eyes are the star of the show, so we're gonna let the eyes do the talking, and the blush is just gonna be like a, hey sister girl, very subtle, very nice. But she'll be there, but she's not gonna be like there, like, you know. The next fun fact is that I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change. I hate changes. I can't stand when things change. Like, especially on a quick turnaround, like you have to adapt quickly. No. Not me, sister girl. Nope. I'm talking about this makeup routine. I have not swayed from it since I filmed that video back in 2022 or 2023 with the Kaale X demo. Like, this is essentially the same makeup routine, just with blush. Like, that's the only change that I've made to the makeup routine, is that I've added blush. And she is stunning. I'm tempted to add more. Okay, that's enough. That will be enough. Like, stunning. Stunning. Okay? I know y'all see the face. Period. Period. Okay? Beautiful. Fantastic. But like I said, I don't like change. I hate having to adapt, especially if I have to adapt quickly. Pray for me, because it's not going to be easy. I'm an extroverted introvert. So when people first meet me, I'm very quiet. I'm very keep to myself. Don't want to say much. Like, mum's the word. I barely say anything. And then once you get to know me, that's when I start, like, talking a lot, coming out of my shell more. Just, you know, really being a diva. She ain't no diva, but I am. I truly love being an extroverted introvert, because people are like, you never know how people are going to read you. Like, I like meeting new people. I like getting to know new people and go out and do different things. But in the beginning, I'm always like quiet and reserved and shy. So extroverted introvert. I think you would call me an ambivert, because I'm a mix of both, but I say extroverted introvert because I start off introverted and then I work my way out. For those of you who have seen my fitness journey, just know it is a mix of genetics and the work that I've been putting in the last 3 years. I've been working out for the last 3 years on and off. It hasn't been the most consistent thing. Oh, highlight is the Essence Kissed by the Light highlighter in the shade Sun-Kissed. But as I was saying, yeah, I have been going to the gym on and off for 3 years, and I've just recently picked it back up consistently to where I'm going. This was the first week in a while that I've gone 4 days a week. And I honestly kind of like my new schedule. I like Monday, Tuesday, rest days, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday. I want to get back up to 5 days a week and have Wednesday or Saturday be my rest day and just go through Monday through Friday. It really will just depend on which day I feel like having a rest day. But for those of you who are wondering how Chelsea got so buff, how her booty got so big, again, mix of genetics and consistently working out. Like, you have to be progressing in the gym to see growth. You have to be progressing in the gym to see progress. Last fun fact. I can't believe we're on the last fun fact. Before we get to that, we're going to set the face. I'm using 2 setting sprays. We are using the Makeup Revolution Infinite Mattifying Setting Spray first, and then we're going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. So first, Makeup Revolution, and then going in with the L'Oreal setting spray. I honestly could use my one size setting spray since it's a special. We're going in with 3 because it's a special occasion. It's my birthday dinner. I want this beat locked. How long am I going to wear this beat? Probably 6 hours. But I want those 6 hours to be budge proof. Okay? Okay. Last fun fact, while we do lips, I'm gonna come back and do the lips because I want to show you guys the final look, but I'm gonna let you know what the lip combo will be. It is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Club Hopper with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Opal and the Essence Lip Gloss in the shade Summer Peach. It's just been ruined by lip liner. The last fun fact is I have grown a lot in the last year, mentally, spiritually, physically. If you would have told me last year that when you turn 26, this is everything you're gonna get done and these are the things you're gonna be doing, I would have said, you're lying. Stop lying. Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Stop lying. I would have thought you were a liar. But I've done it. Like, even just spiritually, like, let's talk about spiritually. I have nearly memorized a chapter of the Bible. Something that I never thought I would do. I'm just gonna do the lip combo right now and then take out my hair and do the final look. You guys won't see the outfit. You'll see the outfit in the vlog clip, but not now. But I'm definitely gonna take out my hair for you guys so you guys can see the final look. But yeah, I've grown a lot. Like, just the fact that I've almost memorized a full chapter of the Bible, crazy. Would have never thought that would be something I do. Never thought I would be going to church consistently. Never thought my body would be at the place it's at. Never thought I would have, like, make it past my mental health episodes in October, make it past the mental health episodes that I have around my birthday. Like, again, last year I was in the hospital on my birthday. This year I went to the gym. This year, like, who is she? We don't know. She's a new woman, and I love that. Anyways, I'm going to take my pins out, get into my birthday dress, and I'll come back with the final look. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I truly enjoyed getting ready with you all, and I hope you enjoyed the fun facts about me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what other video ideas you would like to see from me. If you would like to see more get ready with me's, what themes you would want me to talk about in those get ready with me's. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button down below as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you are new to the Calvary, thanks for joining. If you've been a part of the Calvary for a while, thanks for sticking around. I truly greatly appreciate you all. And with that, that's the end of this video. I will see you guys later. Love you, peeps. Bye.